Hello. I wanted to today can talk about our practical life shelves a little bit and maybe how you can set up some materials and trays at home that your child might be used to in the classroom. Um, it's one of the things I really like to do. It took a lot of time because our shelves were so long and could hold so many trays in the classroom that it took up a lot of time when we wanted to switch them out. But it was really fun to think of new ways that children can interact with the materials and engage their senses and really learn and dive deeper into practical life skills and incorporate sort of the themes that we're learning in the classroom in our practical life materials. So in the next couple of weeks, my lessons are going to focus on weather, specifically clouds and rain. So I use that theme to set up a few trays to share with you, maybe inspire you to look around your kitchen and your house and see what you can come up with. Um, Practical life is enticing, it's fun, it's interesting. A lot of times students get to use materials that they might not get to use at home. We do real materials, so if a glass drops, they get the natural consequence that it breaks and clean it up and we can't use that material anymore. But they might be more mindful next time to grab the tray with both of their hands and carry it balanced in the center, things like that. So if we're using plastic materials and they fall, we're not going to get that same natural consequence. Though if you have plastic materials at home, they're definitely okay to use and you can definitely achieve the same motor skills results and kind of set up for future learning, which is the kind of secret of the practical life, right? It's fun, but it's also really working those motor skills when we're squeezing, when we're using our basters or our pipettes or tweezers and chopsticks. We are using those muscles that are needed for future writing and holding those writing utensils and using those motor skills to make letters and words. We do a lot of our pouring, right? That's fun. You can gain the obvious positive results in the kitchen or pouring their own drinks, but they're also, when you pour and you pour into different sizes, you're using your visual, strengthening the visual discrimination, which is going to be needed for reading and future math. So almost all the practical life materials are really setting up for a future strong foundation for that future learning. Okay, so I'm gonna go kind of just through a few of the trays just to give you an example and show you what you can do at home. So again, this would be a few of the trays I would set up if I was doing a rain and cloud weather theme in class. Okay. And I don't have the trays set up exactly how I would love them to be set up or having all the same materials that we do in the classroom. Ideally, each tray that has a liquid component, we'd have a small sponge on the tray for cleanup. I don't have a lot of sponges at my house, so I have a towel on the table that can be used to clean up each tray. We definitely want to make sure they're cleaning their trays at the end of their work cycle before they put them back on the shelf. I don't have enough space to correctly lay them out in the order I would like, but we are working with what we have in these days. So I just encourage you to do the best you can because that's all I can do also. So I'm going to start here and show you a few of the materials that I have set up. First, we have a basic pouring work. We often put food coloring in the water for interest. It might be interesting to them now to have regular water because we don't usually do that in class. But do blue water for rain. that is a basic pouring work with the same size containers. Really just highlighting the pouring aspect of this basic work. I would encourage them to transfer their water back to the starting bowl before they put it back on the shelf. I'm going to skip that step. Save some time. So we're wet transferring. There's a lot going on this tray. Big jug of water, which you can always practice without the funnel, and just pouring the water into the two different same size cups. Another extension would be to make a mark or get a colored rubber band and put it in different levels on the cups, so they were pouring more in this cup or less in this cup. We've worked a lot with these materials throughout the school year, so I'm comfortable putting this on the shelf with the funnel. Clean it up. It's good for students to see us make mistakes also, and how we deal with them. We'll talk about how we could do that different next time. Now I would call this one transferring clouds, right? Cotton balls. I have tongs here. You can use tweezers or chopsticks. This is just what I had handy at my house. One at a time. Again, the main focus of this work is transferring one bowl to the other. same exact size bowl, same color bowl. So really, the skill that's being isolated is just the transferring. Okay. I encourage one at a time rather than trying to pick up the whole stack of them. Really working on those fine motor skills. So again, we encourage them to transfer them back to the original bowl as part of finishing the work cycle. These next works I would probably have on my art shelf. This one I possibly have on my piece shelf as well. This tray, I have sugar in it. Okay, it's gonna be my sky. The theme here is clouds. I have cards with the different clouds on them, pictures of different clouds. I have the word clouds. And then I also have kind of some wood stamps that maybe could be in the shape of clouds. I wouldn't make them do this work and only have them do cloud designs or ideas. This is a suggestion, kind of goes with the theme of what we're talking about. But as long as the student is not destroying the material, being disruptive with the material, or damaging anything, then I let them choose how they would want to work with this material. It's very much a sensorial material. It's relaxing, could calm down if they're feeling frustrated or angry. That's why I most likely would have this on my piece shelf. You can feel it, you can hear it. It's nice to watch the designs disappear. We can have pictures of the clouds, maybe have sort of a writing utensil that they can use. I have a little fork. I might use the end of the fork and make, you know, a big fluffy clouds here. Some big fluffy clouds. A streaky cloud. I can use the hands here. I can definitely use fingers. Also have shapes that they can use and make their clouds. These trees are also good to practice letters and numbers. And I have just the word clouds here. They could practice spelling it. They could just practice writing the letter C for clouds. However you choose and whatever your student's level is at. Again, this is kind of an open-ended piece activity. And the last one I'm going to show you today would be on our art shelf. And our students love perler beads. These are great for fine motor, for concentration. Maybe just for inspiration, have a book about clouds here. I would have a circle and maybe some sky color perler beads and clouds. And I would encourage them to make their own perler bead clouds here. But again, it's not a requirement, it's just a suggestion. So, go. Another fun extension that I would probably have on the shelf would be cloud dough or Play-Doh, which is a great sensorial activity. Really works those finger muscles also, and can easily be translated into sky and clouds and really get their imaginations working. So I hope this was helpful to you. It was fun for me to kind of put some trays together again. I wish that the students were here to use them, but we'll have some great ideas for when we get back to school. And I really look forward to digging in deeper to clouds, rain, and weather and the water cycle these next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.